What could an HIV-positive minister and the wife of one of NFL's greatest players have in common? More than one might imagine. Each of us has lived through difficult life situations and illnesses, overcoming the propensity for chronic hopelessness to discover the transforming grace and strength of God, no matter how much the questions of life seemed unanswerable. Our friendship was born from one of life's coincidences. We discovered our common roots as survivors of chronic illness, but also as survivors of those chronic life situations that oftentimes come to define our perspectives of self, others, and God. After all, haven't we all asked questions of God when hope seems lost or at least out of grasp? In this book, we share our personal journeys and offer a word of hope for those going through life's everyday struggles. And we ask the question, are you living in crisis or in Christ? The answer to this question, more than any question we know, determines so much of how we both see the world and our issues. But more important, it also determines how we view the potential of our solutions in Christ. This book is framed in the language of questions and answers, hope and despair, ache and healing. These are words and phrases that every person will understand, whether from personal experience or from conversations and interactions with others. Regardless, we have all had unanswered questions that seem to foster unreasonable decisions, feelings of despair that promoted a sense of apathy or discouragement, or the emotional, physical, or spiritual ache that kept us from seeing God in our midst and from living faithfully as God's person in our paths. These questions and this journey affect all of life's situations. And most of the time, we use such language when we feel as though too much is unanswerable, undoable, or unreachable. How many stories or life situations can we recount that point to our uncertainties of a life with far too many questions? But what about the other side of that language? What about a God who provides answers for our questions, possibilities for our uncertainties, and a new story for the unrecognizable avenues of grace and hope in each of our lives? This book answers those questions and provides a picture of hope in spite of our aches and pains, emotionally, relationally, physically, or spiritually. And if that wasn't enough, God's wonderful gift to us through Christ not only addresses these old hurts, habits, and hang-ups, but it also gives us a new path and a new opportunity for grace and healing.